my research is nature-inspired engineering. So what we do here is we look into nature, look into biology, and try to capture some of the interesting mechanism and translate that into making new materials for different engineering applications. Actually, one of the interesting projects that my lab is currently undertaking is to create a highly slippery material that is inspired by the pitcher plant. It has a very slippery surface at the rim of the pitcher. Whenever there's an insect that is walking on the rim, it will just fall off because the surface is so slippery. And what we do here is we look at the mechanism, how we can create this slippery surface, and then we use artificial material, for example, plastics, metals, or glass, how we can apply the slippery coating onto these materials for different applications.
One is for stainless steel. Stainless steel is used in medical needles. When we put slips coating on the medical needles, it can reduce the friction, so it can reduce the pain on your skin.
That needle is specific for the long needle that is used for breast cancer biopsy. I'm trying to put this slippery coating on the medical needles.
So what is even more interesting is, let's say if you have a slippery coating on your clothes, then whenever you're dining, then you can prevent a coffee, wine, or even if you're eating burger, ketchup wouldn't stick on it.
My part of the project is working with membranes, mainly silicone membranes, and finding ways of making them slippery to have bacteria and other particles not stick to them.
My background is mechanical engineering, but my research has some chemistry inside it. So I need to ask questions to Dr. Wong and my colleagues.
We don't all have the same skills. For example, I have better mechanical skills, so if there's anything that has to be made or cut or those kind of things, I'll help other group members. And when I have trouble with different measurements I'm not really familiar with, then they'll help me with that, and we just complement each other.
When we encounter the problem, I tend to be focused on the detail and forgot to get the overall picture. But when Dr. Wong and other people come to me and suggest me something, it really gives me different perspective of solutions.
For students, they are at the stage that they can absorb anything. They are eager to explore about any interesting thing. They are very creative. They're fearless to try things that are very novel.
During this process, I find out that with some baking on the hot plate, then I can make the performance better. So that's the thing I discovered. That is the thing I create. So that is the thing that excited me.
To solve the problem, scientific problem, is an engineer's job. So to solve that, creativity is really important on top of whatever knowledge we have.
This is a process of finding something new, something that is not that obvious, and we translate that into something that is useful.